Going into the 2013 season, the first thing as a team, we knew we were pretty good. It was pretty early in preseason, and my assistant and I kind of looked at each other and were like, we're good. Marisa's been on the court for us at that point. Her previous 2 years was a all-rookie team selection. Was actually the only all-rookie team selection we've ever had.
We had a lot going for us at the time, talent-wise. Just our leadership on the team was really strong. We were an older team because there were so many juniors and seniors, and so I think that, we were all just really excited to see what would happen and see what we could accomplish.
By November, the Red Foxes had earned a share of the 2013 conference title and were looking ahead to the MAC tournament. But everything changed in an instant. Marisa was returning to campus from an afternoon trip with friends when an oncoming car struck their front passenger door, where Marisa was seated.
I just remember thinking I'm fine. I didn't realize anything was really wrong at first. I was just like, I'm definitely gonna be late for practice.
They had to use the jaws of life to get you out of there. Yeah. What were the thoughts going through your head at that time?
I still thought I was fine. I was like, okay. They're just like, all right, we have to put a sheet over your head so the glass doesn't get on you. I had a cut on my head, so at that point I knew I was bleeding, but it was just kind of the same, Nick can fix it. I'll be fine.
The immediate reaction, first was, where is she? Because all we knew was there was multiple people in the car, 4 or 5, that they were going to 3 or 4 different hospitals. So where's she going? We had heard she was being airlifted. Where's she being airlifted to?
It was really just an eye-opener in general. Wow, that happened so fast. It could happen to anyone. You never think oh, that's gonna happen to me. So just in general, it was wow, anything that you have can be just taken away at any time.
I was probably down there 7, 8 o'clock, give or take. I saw her when I walked in, and sorry. Okay. It was typical Marisa. First thing she does is she can't even turn her head. She's in a neck brace and she goes, "Hey coach, how you doing?" Marisa, I'm fine. You, on the other hand, have got 10, 12 stitches in your head and you're in a neck brace and your leg's broken, but I'm fine. Thanks for asking. And that just sums up a lot of about Marisa. She heard my voice and she couldn't turn her head, and I see her eyes just kind of turn. I'm standing over there and she's, "Hey coach, how you doing?" With a little ring in her voice, just hanging out here,
I received a phone call from Tim Murray, the athletic director. I wasn't on call at the hospital, but Tim called me and said that he had this injured volleyball athlete, one of the Marist athletes, and at that point I immediately kind of got involved. So she had a femur fracture, and which is a pretty significant injury, especially in a young, healthy person. It takes a lot of energy to fracture a femur.
It takes a lot of energy to recover as well. After a metal rod was surgically inserted into her thigh, Marisa was on her feet the very next day and fully recovered in about 4 months.
Even when the crash happened, I didn't even think about not being able to play. It was just kind of I'm fine, I can play. So when they told me I wouldn't be able to play for the rest of the season, it was devastating, but it was still, my focus was on all right, I need to watch them finish. I need to watch my team play. But knowing that I would come back was just motivation to come back even better, or just as good as I left, So that helped, knowing that I would still be able to play my senior year.
Last I had seen her, which was probably a couple weeks ago, just for the routine preseason physicals, I don't think you would ever even notice that anything happened. She's walking completely normal, without a limp. The lengths and rotation of her legs are exactly the same. She has no pain. She has returned to all activities without any incident. So, and I hope it stays that way.
I'm just thankful that I was okay. It could have been a lot worse, and there are a lot worse situations that people are in the same spot I was, and they don't recover like I did. And there's so many things I'm thankful for. All the support I had was incredible. Doing rehab with Nick was he was awesome. My teammates were awesome. It just the support I had was tremendous. I'm so thankful for that.